Don't try to apprehend him.
For the outside world, I want everybody to give it up for our first guest on Friendly Fire Week 2, Mr. Trey Deee.
The General himself. What's up, y'all? Y'all know how we do it. President of Long Beach, representing. Yeah, y'all ain't got to worry about Donald Trump. I stay in office.
when did Trey Deee know, like, hey, man, like, I'm a gangster?
He was about 10 years old, 11 years old, because, you know, the Crips were just forming in L.A. maybe 5-6 years before that.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, it was relatively new and spreading like wildfire, like it spread all the way over the globe, because you would swear that in Japan they grew up, you know, cripping and riding and the whole 9 yards, you know, just by them being enamored with the lifestyle.
When you was explaining the whole jail situation and the crip hop.
Right.
Yeah, it was just a misunderstanding.
Yeah, it was. That, a lot of people that don't know about that, you know, there was an incident with J.O. Confronting Snoop about stealing crip hop from him, and the whole physicality ensued from that. You know, everybody stayed down and kept it G and did what they were supposed to do. You know, nobody left from there with a black eye on their cripping. But, you know, I had to reflect and remember that I had heard J.O. say, you know, on the E40 song, this ain't hip hop, it's crip hop. So that was embedded in my subconscious from the time that I heard it until the time that I began on my own project. So in my mind, I had came up with that phrase.
Yeah. No. It happens to the best of us.
yeah. And it wasn't plagiarism, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't me trying to gangster that from him, but he thought Snoop was responsible. So I was telling him, no, I came up with that, so it was a whole big misunderstanding that we wound up all getting on the phone afterwards, getting back together, love, you know, we all Eastside homies. You know, Eastside Dago, Eastside Long Beach, you know what I mean? And it's G.
I want to talk a little bit about Trey Deee, if you don't mind, in this last trip, because it was a big deal when you got out.
Right. You know, I took the time in there to really get closer to my spiritual side, because, you know, we have mental, physical, and spiritual, you know, essence. And, you know, I really got in tune with who I am and, you know, who the creator is, the creator of all, praise be to Allah. Who is God, you know, just God. It's one God. If you don't know, you know Jesus and God, and you know, y'all say he's the Son of God, we say he's the servant of God, you know, and from a Christian perspective. And you know, the three holy books of divinity are the Torah, which is the Old Testament, the Injil, which is the Gospel, which is the New Testament.
See, they don't know this about you.
Yeah, and the Quran, which was revealed to Muhammad, you know, 1,500 years ago. Yeah. You know, and those are all holy books. They are all sent down and divinely inspired. So you just really have to just find who you are and what best fits and suits you. And you are supposed to propagate your religion, meaning, you know, espouse it and tell people the beauty and the benefits of it is. But I've always been a person that led by example. That's why I'm the general. Yeah. That's why I walk the way I walk. So you might not hear me necessarily, you know, speaking Arabic, and you see, but if you deal with me, you know, Friday don't get that Trey Deee between 1 and 2, because he had the mass jig and the prayer in.
We talked in the car a little bit about that Hillary situation and that Trump. Go ahead and give everybody your perspective, because they don't get to hear a lot of true gangster rappers give their scenarios from the streets, which makes sense.
The facts are what they are. The dude pulled the twist.
At the end,
he put his money where his mouth is all the way through the campaign. He pulled that twist at the end the same way he's been learning how to dodge through them tax loopholes for the last 2 decades. He found the loophole in the electoral college. You know what I'm saying? Hit the electoral vote. Hit whatever 270 people he didn't have.
They don't know.
Yeah, hit whatever 270 people he didn't have. You know what I'm saying? Let's get them in our pocket. Slid James Comey, the director of the FBI, a little something to restoke that.
Just to shake it up.
Yeah, to restoke that. Uncertainty. Is she or isn't she? But let me tell y'all what actually happened real quick. People that voted weighed the consequences and weighed the circumstances. It was like, hold on, this lady has had the ear of her husband who was president for 8 years. And she was the Secretary of State for the last 8 years under the first black president. That's 16 years. Why didn't you implement those policies and changes and all that you say that's on the horizon for America when you had the opportunity?
He got to us and we said he didn't only get the whites to come out, he actually got the blacks to
stay home.
To stay home. And then we talked, cause we got to get out of here, Trey Deee. But then we said she ended it and she had to go out like a G, as we call it, no snitching, cause she got caught. He did what she been doing, and she had to concede like, hey, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Same thing, Martha Stewart. Shout out to Martha Stewart. You kept it gangsta all the way through. I see you on there with the homie dog. Yeah, we stand G'd up. Shout out to Long Beach. Shout out to Trey. Yeah, shout out to Ski TV. And shout out to everything we got going on over here on the West.